Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are required to solve for x, given that 5 to the power x is equal to 5x. In the left-hand side of the equation, we have an exponential function that is increasing, while on the right-hand side, we have a linear function which is also increasing. Basically, what we need to do is to make x the subject of the equation, and then whatever constant that results after we have manipulated the equation, we now punch calculator to find the value of x. There are many methods that we can use to find the value of x, but I am going to use first the G-log method and then the Lambert W function method. Solution. Before I proceed, I would like you to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, turn on the notification bell, and also share this video. Sharing is an act of love, and love doesn't cost a thing. The video will be a bit lengthy, but I will appreciate it if you stick around and then leave a comment in the comment section. Now, what do we know about the G-log method? In the G-log method, we have it that if we are given e to the power y equals to zy, this is a function that depends on the variable x, so that this is the dependent variable while x is an independent variable, and y this is the constant. So this is the constant and this is the dependent variable. So if we have an expression like this, we can find the value y is equal to g log x. So this is the independent variable. Let us now solve the problem. Now, the problem is 5 to the power x equals to 5x. I will have to rewrite this 5x such that I'll be able to express it in this form. So to rewrite it, let us remember that e log to base any number of 5x can also be written as 5 to the power x. Now, this expression e log to base 5x is also equal to ex log to base any number of 5. I keep saying base 5, but this is actually base 10. So I will now replace 5 to the power x with this expression e to the power x log 5. So e to the power x log 5 will now be equal to 5 times x. The next thing is for us to multiply both sides by log 5 over log 5. So let us multiply the left hand side by log 5 over log 5, which we later cancel out, and here remains x log 5. And here becomes 5 times x times log 5 over log 5. So let us rewrite this one. Here is 5 over log 5 times x log 5. And y here is log 5 over log 5 is 1. And so we have e to the power x log 5. So basically, what we have as the power, according to the formula, is also what we have as the dependent variable. So let us remember that y depends on the variable x. So more like y is equal to x log 5, while our z, which is a constant, is equal to 5 over log 5. So applying this formula now, y will now be g log x. So our y is x log 5. It will be equal to g log 5 over log 5. X equals to g log 5 over log 5 all over log 5. This is the solution to the equation. The other method I talked about, which is a Lambert W function, will enable us to know the values of x. We know that x times e of x is equal to a constant. And if that is the case, so w x times e of x is equal to x. So we will now have to rewrite this expression. 5x equals to 5 times x. so that it will take this form. For us to do that, let us divide both sides by 5 to the power x. So 5 to the power x over 5 to the power x equals to 5x times 5 to the power x, 5 to the power minus x rather. Now, having done this, this is 1 equals to 5x times 5 to the power minus x. We will now have to divide both sides by 5. If I divide both sides by 5 here, divide both sides by 5 here, this and this will cancel out, remaining x times 5 to the power minus x equals to 1 over 5. So, like we did in this case, we need to rewrite this expression so that we'll be able to apply this formula. So to do this, let us remember that e to the power ln 5 to the power minus x is the same thing as 5 to the power minus x. So I will write this one here, or this can be rewritten as e to the power minus x ln of 5 as our 5 to the power minus x. So replacing this with this in the equation, we have x times e to the power minus x ln 5 equals to 1 over 5. The next thing is to multiply by minus ln 5. So if I multiply by minus ln 5, here is minus x ln 5, e minus x ln 5 equals to 1 over 5 times minus ln 5. So you see, this function here is equal to this function, which is the power of the exponent. And so we can comfortably take the w of both sides. So w here minus x ln 5, e minus x ln 5 is equal to w brackets minus ln 5 over 5. So here, according to the formula, w times x times e to the power x is equal to x. So the result becomes minus x ln 5 equals to w minus ln 5 over 5. We now need to divide both sides by ln 5. So x will now be w minus ln 5 over 5 divided by minus ln 5. This constant w minus ln 5 over 5 will give us minus 1.609443 or minus 0.568104. So that means x will now be minus 1.609449 over minus ln 5 or minus 0.568104 over minus ln 5. So x equals to 1.0000 or 0.3529.